Namaste, namaste, and welcome, welcome, welcome to Awakenings Moments to Inspire. I am Angela, or Angel with an A, whatever you want to call me. I am here with you to be your host, to be your guide on this beautiful, beautiful November 10th day, just before 11/11, folks. Tomorrow is going to be a powerful day. So it is so wonderful to be with you here today. The sun is shining in Ontario, Canada. It is a little chilly today. We had a bit of a lovely summer weather last week, and now we're starting to cool off, and the leaves are all off the trees, and winter is quickly approaching. So it's getting chilly up here. But I am so glad to be with you here live today. It is truly an honor. And we're going to do some serious diving deep in manifestation in a little bit. But first, let's get some of the left brain things taken care of. We are streaming live here today at onenesstalkradio.com, Oneness Talk Radio Facebook, and Oneness Talk Radio YouTube. And welcome, welcome, welcome. We also have the chats that are available. So if you want to put anything in the chat, it comes through to me, to other people that are taking part, and we can co-create this hour together. So welcome, everyone. I am so honored to be here with you on the day before 11/11, on this beautiful, beautiful day of energy of the ascended numerology of the fifth. I'll get into that in a little bit. And before we start into all of it, though, I love to do, and for those of you who have followed me, I love to do Ave Saw breaths right before we begin the show. It helps to bring everyone together and get us all centered and in the space and in the energy of the moment. So, how we do an Ave Saw breath is we put our hand to our heart and we inhale Ave, and we think Ave as we inhale. And that means hail, hello, greetings. I am here, universe. And then the saw is the release, the expectation that is coming to you in the moment, but also the surrender to the moment as well. So we inhale Ave, exhale Saw, and we're going to do that 3 times. All right, here we go. Hand to heart. And don't forget to smile afterwards, because that's always the cherry on top. Here we go. Ave, Saw, Ave, Saw. One more. Ave, Saw. And I feel called to do the yoga of self ascension, the mantra of self ascension, rather. And it is part of the yoga of self ascension. It is the mantra of self ascension. And it goes like, I am here. I am ready. I am open. Guide me. And the beautiful thing about the mantra of self ascension is that it's completely non dogmatic. Anybody can say it. I am here. I am ready. I am open. Guide me. And if you look over my shoulder, it's right there on my wall. So you can see it very clearly. I am here. I am ready. I am open. Guide me. And I find those words, those 4 lines, when I'm having a tough time, and when I'm having to really, truly call down my presence into the moment, I put my hand to the heart, even if I have to say it silently to myself. I am here. I am ready. I am open. Guide me. And it can be for the most wonderful events in your life, right down to the most deepest, darkest moments of your life. It can truly help in all instances. So I highly recommend anybody, if you like mantras, if you enjoy meditating, or even if you just want a tool to be able to stop, take that breath, take that moment, and come into center of yourself. There, it's a great tool. Ave Saw breath and the mantra of self ascension for sure. If you're wanting to know a little bit about the yoga of self ascension and the mantra of self ascension, please go to shriandkira.com. You can find out all the information there. There's so many lessons, so many practices. There's a complete library of material that you can go into there at, shriandkira.com, and it's completely free, so I highly recommend you take, advantage of that source because it truly, truly, truly is inspirational material there, and it's shriandkira.com, so and that is where I learned the mantra of self-ascension, actually. So, they are my teachers and my mentors, and they have truly, assisted me in helping me center and find the core of who I am, the truth of who I am. And that's one of the things that I think we all forget is that we truly are the divine spark, right? We're the divine spark of the universe, of the source, of the field of creation. We are made of the exact same stuff as the field, as the exact same stuff as all of the planets, everything. We are made of the same material. So therefore, we are the same. We are sacred. And that is what Sri and Kira and the Yoga of Self Ascension helped me to truly remember to the core of myself. Sometimes I forget. Sometimes I fall into density. That's a great word. Sometimes I fall into density. We all get caught up in that, right? We all get caught up in the day-to-day activities of ourselves, our loved ones, our work, our family members, our friends, and sometimes we kind of get caught up in that, and we fall back into our old patterns and our old ways. That's okay. That's what the yoga of self-ascension is for, or sorry, the mantra of self-ascension is for. The hand to heart and the Ave Sa breath is to bring you back to center, to bring you back to the truth of yourself, and to remember, oh, yeah, I don't have to feed into the drama. I don't have to feed into the old traumas. And I most certainly don't have to feed into my old life scripts and voices that go off in my head that tell me negative things about myself. So, that is one of the joys of learning the yoga of self ascension, or even just taking on a spiritual practice for yourself, is to find that truth of who you are inside, right? So, today is a fabulous day. I just wanted to remind you very quickly of a few other amazing things that are happening within the Yoga Self Ascension community, the Oneness Talk Radio community, the Global Minga community. There's so many great things that are happening. We tomorrow is the 11/11, so it's the 11th month and 11th day of the 22nd year. There we go, of 20 of the 21st century. There we go. I get my math straight. Numbers and I aren't very good. Time. So tomorrow is going to be just everyone when we see the synchronicity of 11/11, I don't know about you, but I just smile, and I love seeing it when I last show I happened to see it, and it just brings joy, and those synchronicities really help to cement. That's another thing that can help you with your to know that you're on track and that everything's moving smoothly and that you are in flow. You see all of these coincidences, these synchronicities start occurring around you without you even realizing it. And that is a sign of you being in the flow. And 11/11 and seeing that on clocks or addresses or wherever, that is also an amazing, amazing tool and a way to notice and see who you are inside. And just the 11, the one and the one together, they're the mirrors, right? So you've got 4 mirrors now, almost like that mirror room in one of those, uh, television shows that you see where they've got someone goes into the mirror room and they've got all the directions and they're trying to change their look and change who they are. Well, that's what the 11/11 is gonna do tomorrow. It's gonna help. It's gonna be a mirror of a mirror of a mirror. So just watch out for what it is showing you. What is confronting you? What events in your life? What occurrences? What you're talking about synchronicities. Those are your mirrors for tomorrow. So just keep an eye on that. And then for today, today is actually in ascended numerology. And again, go to shriankira.com if you want to know more about ascended numerology. It is the numerology that is based on 13 number system, including 0 and 12. So it's a little different than normal numerology. And it speaks to the journey of your soul's purpose in this lifetime and beyond, not just your life's purpose. So there's the higher you that, you know, and, that wants peace, love, joy, service to others. And then there's the 3D you, the you that is here, that has to take care of household chores, living in life, and having a good job and where to turn. Numerology is great for that, but ascended numerology goes over and above that. So it talks about energies, soul purpose. And so I would really like to share the energies for today, which is on November 10th, 2022. It is actually a five. And the five is that of the five pointed star. And for me, the five pointed star is very, very sacred. I am actually initially, my first is Wiccan. I was started my spiritual journey as a Wiccan, actually. And so the five pointed star is very sacred to us. It is earth, air, fire, water, and spirit in combination, all together in the circle. Oh, let me pull it up again. In the circle of life. So all of those five elements, earth, air, fire, water, and spirit, create life. And for Wiccan, that's what a five pointed star means. But for in ascended numerology, it has an even broader, brighter, lighter meaning. And this is when I was feeling into the numerology for today, this is what came to me. The five pointed star creates a wheel that allows the action of service to others to flow with ease. It shines its light and exposes things that have been hidden in your life, your actions, and your service. What is the light of the five pointed star showing you? With the energy of November being one of choice, what are you choosing to do with the clarity provided by the five pointed star? Remember, it is revealing the hidden it is healing the hidden truth, not laying judgment. Hand to heart, breathe, and be open to clarity, truth, and choice before you. You are supported and loved. So that is what the five is calling to me here now. And I hope it calls to you. Um, If you wanna know, a little bit more about, ascended numerology, or if you are wanting to have a scroll done for yourself, I would be honored to assist you with that. So you can drop me a line at, waterloveandlight@gmail.com, and, I will be honored to assist you, for sure, for sure. All right. So, is there anything else that I'm forgetting left brain? Oh, yes, couple of things, and I nearly forgot them. Oh my goodness, there's so many things to talk about today. The new moon is coming up on the 23rd of November, and I am planning on having a new moon circle. So, if for those of you who are interested again in taking part in that, just drop me an email. My email's there along the bottom, and I can get you signed up for the new moon circle. We have it. It's on the 23rd, and unless the Yoga of Self Ascension community is having anything going on that day, which I don't think they are, I will be having it at 7 o'clock. So it's going to be at 7 on the 23rd. Just drop me an email if you wanted to take part. Basically, what the New Moon Circle is a community of like minded, open people that are wanting to come together and to share their co-creative process from the previous month. So anything that they might have birthed, anything that's exciting that's happened in their life in the month of November, and anything that they're planning for the upcoming month, so the month of December, and anything that they're wanting to birth, and they're just wanting that extra energy and co-creation to put into the manifestation of what they are wanting to create. And one more creation that we're working on as well is a book of poetry, prose, and art that we are trying to put together for the Global Minga Projects as a fundraiser. So we are asking anybody in the Global Minga community, Yoga Self Ascension community, Oneness Talk Radio community, or anyone else who wishes to take part. We are calling for everyone, if you have poetry, short stories, prose, art, and you would like to submit it and have it put together and compiled with other works in a book that we're going to sell as a fundraiser for the Global Minga Projects. And the Global Minga Projects, go to shriankira.com to learn a little bit more about that. But the Global Minga Projects are creating pyramids of peace around the world. I believe the second one is getting ready to be built in Australia. The first one was just completed. Well, it's mostly completed in Ecuador. And but there's also, they help indigenous communities around the world with living houses to live in, with internet access, tools, equipment, food. They help with everything. And so that's the Global Minga Project. And there's so many beautiful things on the back burner there that we are hoping to get started. So every little bit of fundraising that we can do for that is amazing and that is necessary. So please, please, if you have any writing, anything on your spiritual journey that you've written down and you think, oh, I could, I don't have enough for a book, or I don't have enough to write my own poetry book or anything like that, but I do have this and I would love to donate it and be a written author and a published author, then please, please submit it, because we would love to have that. This beautiful brainchild was created by Gary, one of our beautiful community members, and his wife, Lynn. So it is actually their baby. I'm just kind of championing it for them. And I can't wait to see what we create. So I don't have a deadline as of yet for submissions. I'm going to definitely be taking submissions for November, December for sure, and then we'll be seeing what we have at the end of December, and then deciding whether or not we want to advertise for more, request more writing. So please, please, if you're feeling called, please drop me a line, waterloveandlight@gmail.com. Now, whew, I think that's all the left brain things. There we go. So all of our left brain things are now taken care of. And we were talking about the new moon circle a few minutes ago, and manifestation, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. So the new moon circle is segueing into this beautifully for us, and that's what the new moon circle is all about, is coming together with like-minded people to help with your manifestation process, right? And to use the power of co-creation and friendship and bonds of camaraderie to help the energies along with your manifestations, right? So that's what the new moon circle is all about. And that will be on the 23rd. So don't forget about it. All right. Okie dokie. I am just going to quickly look at my notes here and see where we're going. Okay. So manifestation. I thought I would I'd take a bit of a left brain approach on this one this morning. I decided that I was actually going to look up the dictionary definition of manifestation. And it says an event, action, or object that clearly shows or embodies something, especially a theory or an abstract idea, to the end result. So basically, it is manifestation. The definition of manifestation is it's the end result, right? You've manifested it, manifestation, or the process of manifesting. So it's not, it's more thinking, in my opinion, than feeling. That definition doesn't add the heart to it the way I would like. Yes, I agree with a lot of those, the definition here: an object, action, or event that clearly shows or embodies something, especially a theory or an abstract idea. I do like that, but it's so mind oriented, and it doesn't really truly speak to the scope of what is needed to do manifestation on us, I guess, personal level, spiritual level. You need the heart in there, right? You need the feels, you need the hurts, the feels, the heart, and not just the mind. And even the hurts sometimes can add a little spice to the manifestation. And for me, the manifestation process is the whole process. It's not just the end. It is the beginning, middle, and end. It's just um it's a process. Let's put it that way. It's a process. So, manifestation versus the present moment. I don't know about you guys, but when I get down and when I'm getting into um distractions, when I'm getting into discernments and density, I find that I look around me and the present moment and the present situation can override my manifestations of what I was wanting to create. And if you stay too long in that, the energies that you have tried to manifest, the energies you have tried to put out there to create could be slowed down by that process. It could be almost stopped by that process. I've had it happen. But um so when we look around ourselves, we've got to shift our thinking and what we're doing. So when we're manifesting, basically what we're doing is we're dreaming, right? It's basically there's the physical manifestation of having to set to work to get the action done to create what you want to create. But then there's the manifestation of the daydream, the prayer, the meditation. That is what you need first in order to create the action to do. And that is the key point of a manifestation, in my opinion. And it's the key of keeping that idea, that symbol that you've created, that you've manifested in your mind at all times. And that's what I mean when we get into density. Sometimes it brings us down and it replaces that vision that we've had in our minds, even in front of our eyes. Um, have you ever noticed that when you're in flow and in sync, everything is wondrous, that the trees are more colorful, the grass is greener, that the air smells sweeter, that you can hear the birds more clearly, and all of the extra stuff, the arguments, the traffic jams, the other stuff just kind of fades away. But when you're in it, you can keep your manifestation energy up, and that's when you're in flow, right? And your manifestation is cooking along really nice. The ideas, the daydreams that you're creating is cooking along really nice. But if you get yourself stuck in the traffic jam and you start feeding into the negativity of all of that, it is your vision dulls, I find. It you're suddenly stuck looking at the grays and the browns and you're not looking at the joys around your life. And I think that right there, to in order to manifest, to begin manifestation, you need to begin to open your eyes and see your life as um almost like a child would, right? So wanting to begin to create. So let's start at the very beginning. Very place to start. Um, we will we close our eyes, or sometimes we are able to leave them open. I find if you're going to manifest with your eyes open, try and do so with childlike wonder. So see things with your eyes as a child would see them, maybe looking at them for the first time, or um, seeing how big something is, like, really look through the eyes of a child with wonder. If you're, um, if you're going about your day-to-day activities, I highly recommend that as best you can, because like I said, once you fall into that density thinking, um, and you begin to see literally what is in front of you, sometimes that picture is not necessarily the picture that you're trying to manifest or that you're wanting to manifest. So try and always keep that vision in sight in your mind, but also with your own eyes. And how you do that is to look through the eyes as in the eyes of a child, with wonder, with excitement, with expectation, with knowing that all is truly well. Because as far as children are concerned, everything's great until it's not. But right now we're just sticking with everything's great. Childlike wonder is truly amazing. And I is my one skill that I find I have to work on a lot. I don't know about any of you, but just in order to stay out into the world and interact with other people, you have to see with childlike wonder, or even with, as the divine directors like to say, and Master Lady Kira and wisdom teacher Sri Ramkha, see everyone in their highest. See everyone in their highest, see everything with wonder and amazement and beauty, and your flow can be maintained. Your manifestation abilities are maintained. It's when we open our eyes and we take a look around us and we see that everything isn't the way we want it to be. It's not perfect. We're still where we are and still in the hole. This is something I struggle with almost daily. And I just wanted to assure you out there that you don't have to, don't judge yourself. Don't, um, Cheshire cat smile to yourself when you catch it. Hand to heart, deep breath. And then look through the eyes, which find something around you to look at that's truly amazing. Have you ever even just picked something up and just observed it right down to a core molecular level? Like, just picked something up, like even just a pet, and just stroked them and held them and looked at their fur, and that helps to stay in the moment, stay in the now, which is also key for manifestation, right? Because if you're off in la la land with your head, you're creating things that in your mind, negative talk, for instance, that could be interfering with your flow and with your manifestation process. So you have to try and keep, um, my cat just interrupted me, so I've kind of lost my train of thought. You have to keep your flow and your train of thought, in the realm of wonder and joy, for sure. And try and keep it out of the negative around you, for sure. What else do I have here? Oh. Manifestation is dreaming with a purpose. That's what I like to call it. Dreaming with a purpose, for sure. Um, and how do you hold that dream when things go south, when things go rough? Hand to heart, ave sa breath, um, and mantra of self ascension. Because when you have that train of thought, that so let's say you've fallen out of the now moment, you've um, you've become distracted, you've got your life scripts running in your head, but then all of a sudden you notice that that's a mirror that's showing you, right? You've now seen the mirror. Oh, hand to heart, deep breath, and release that which is there, because it can slow down and gum up your manifestation process a little too much. I know I'm repeating myself. I got sidetracked here. All right. Also, another thing that can slow down your manifestation process on a daily basis, and this is something that I've been struggling with. Like, I can manifest in my meditations, and in or yeah, so in my meditations, I love to, or my even just my quiet time, I love to do manifestation. I love to daydream and think about the future, what it is that I want to create, the actions that I want to take in order to create them. And I like to see the end result. And that's what I try and hold in my head, is the end result. Not how we get there, because that can come up the works too, right? And that's been my major problem. How can I get there faster? And you're trying to make it happen, like pushing and pulling. to make it happen, and that's the time to let this go. This is the time to let that go. Is even Master Lady Kira Ra has mentioned this before. If you're pushing and pulling, let go, because your manifestations aren't going and your creations aren't going anywhere. They're just kind of stuck in that limbo right in the middle. So you want to let that go. Don't hold on too tight. Excuse me for one moment. What else do we want to talk about? Oh, also, what we consume on a daily basis beyond just our meditations. Um, you can meditate and dream and daydream and do all of these great creative things to begin the manifestation process, to get the energy ball rolling. And then you sit down and watch a show, or you like the media that we consume and the things that books that we consume, the movies that we watch. All of these things can affect our moods as well. We don't really think that, but it's true. If we sit and watch someone r- running a marathon, our brain doesn't really know the difference between them running the marathon and us running the marathon. Yeah, our body isn't necessarily getting the exercise that the other person's getting running the marathon, but as far as your brain is concerned, you're running that with them. So you're having their own highs and lows, their um, triumphs, their falls, and you get caught in up in all of that. And it's easy to get caught in the drama of even a movie. So be careful of what you're consuming, because even that can slow down your manifestation process. And I know this seems like don't consume this, don't consume that. These are a lot of rules and regulations. You will know in your heart what sends you spiraling downward, or what helps you to lift your consciousness up and keep your manifestations going. You will feel that in your heart when you start feeling heavy and weighted, and things just aren't going so well, and your synchronicities aren't showing up as much as they used to. This is probably a good sign that something is needing to change, because now your manifestation abilities have slowed way down. You've either halted, or you're kind of just hovering back and forth waiting for you to get the ball rolling again. And when you come to that realization, like I said, hand to heart, I like to do a Cheshire cat grin, smile, and go, yeah, I know what you just did there. I saw that. I saw that. And I'm going to say thank you for what you've brought to me. I'm going to release the judgment of it all. I'm going to release the guilt. I don't know about you, but guilt and shame are one of the two major um, feelings, emotions, things that I hold inside whenever I do something wrong. It's one of my life scripts, right? So if I feel that I'm doing something wrong, or I'm breaking a rule, there are no rules. I'm just going to tell you that right now. There are no rules. Love yourself, love who you are, and release the judgment, because you're doing the best you can, the best you know how, in the moment that you are in. So do not compare yourself to another person. Don't judge yourself. Release that and smile and give thanks for knowing and seeing that you caught it, and that you don't have to keep going down the spiral. Now you can say thank you, stop, and go back up, right? So, even what we consume on a daily basis can sometimes affect our creative process and our manifestation process. So, I would highly recommend staying on the light stuff, comedy, sweet things, things that make you happy and bring you joy. Um, I know it's not comedy or sweet, but I love Lord of the Rings with a passion. And when I'm down, I like to go and look at things that bring me joy, and listening to the stories. It doesn't have to be the book or the movies themselves, but I just like to go on YouTube and find all the creators out there that are expressing themselves, manifesting life for themselves and their own creations. And I just love watching what they do. And right now I'm really on a Tolkien kick. So find the things that keep you in that happy process, that keep you in that joy level, and be one with who you are at the core, the truth of who you are. And then your manifestation abilities just flow with much more ease, right? Hi, Gnarly. You're on my book, buddy. Can I have that, please? Thank you. One of my kitties. Um, what else do I have here? Service to action. Service to action is in the air. This came to me earlier as well. Service to action is in the air, but it doesn't necessarily mean physical action. So 5 is the 5-pointed star is the flowing cosmos of service of action in action, sorry, service in action. So when you think in the energy of the 5, that action is that you have to physically go out and do something. Well, you can't physically go out and do something until you manifest it in your own mind and in your own heart, and you create that image of what it is that you want, and what it is that you desire for yourself and for other people. Are you saying hi? That's Gnarly. Everyone say hello to Gnarly. And so manifestation is a beginning point. The action is the middle point. And sometimes you might not even need to take, like, when I say action is the middle point, please, please be aware that action doesn't mean you just jump up and start doing something, because that's pushing and pulling. For me, that's what I do. Um, I'm a very doing person. I was taught to be a doer. So when I come up with an idea, I want to jump and bring it into action immediately to try and bring it to fruition. But in some cases, that's not what's needed. Some cases, what's needed is for you to sit back and let the flow happen. And then you will be guided to stand up and take the physical actions that you need to take. But first, you have to cement that manifestation in the realm of energy, in the realm of dream, in the realm of idea, in the realm of heart. And once you do that, then the universe will help you take the actions that you need in order to manifest what you want, rather than you having to go, okay, what is it that I need to do next? What is it that I need to do next? I'm sure there will be enough of that when the nuts and bolts of your manifestation come down to the very basics of the things that need to be completed. You're going to have a list of things that need to be done. But in the beginning, let it flow. Take action when you feel called to take action, when you're inspired to take action, rather than trying to make it happen as fast as possible. I know we all want that. But the more that you can hold that manifestation in your heart, the more you can hold that in your soul and even in your body and mind, the sooner it comes to fruition. So that's why I was saying, try and keep yourself up. Look through the eyes of a child. Watch what you're consuming. If you're going out into the world, try and see things that are positive and focus on them and not on the dreary stuff. If you find yourself caught up in the push and pull and the neutral spiral that you're not going anywhere, hand to heart, yoga of self ascension. I am here. I am ready. I am open. Guide me. Shh. I see you. Good girl. And thank you, Penelope. Hand to heart and just smile that you have caught it and that you know that it's there. Um, Thank you. You just interrupted my flow. I don't know about you guys, but do you have pets out there that, and have you ever, especially with COVID going on here recently, that um, everyone was working at home and everyone had their pets walking in front of their TV screens and barking off in the background. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm just beginning to learn what you've, now that I have this radio show, what you were all dealing with in the beginning. So I have sympathy for you all for sure. Except my dog's not a little wee Yorkie. She's a great big Newfoundland and she's very, very loud. So I do apologize. I just thought of something. I manifested her. I many, many years ago, I came to, this is a little story, little side story. Many, many years ago, I used to be a director in theater. and I was attending the house of a actor, and we were going through a scene. She had 5 ginormous Newfoundlands, and I remember going into her backyard and seeing these huge dogs just galloping towards me, and I was like, "Okay, I think I'll just stand still and hope that I don't get bowled over." And they were perfect. They were great. They were beautiful dogs, and I fell in love with them instantly. And ever since then, I had always wanted one. And I had one in my mind because I knew they came in multiple colors. And normally, most people think of Newfoundland dogs as black and white or black with a little white on them. And I saw that they came in black and white and other colors. And so I always wanted an off-colored Newfoundland, and it was like one of my dream dogs. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, 6 years ago, I saw an ad and there were only 2 puppies left, and, she was one of them. And actually, it turned out she was the only puppy left. At the end of it all, the entire litter had passed away and she was the only survivor. So and she's brown and white and, very big and very loud and very obnoxious at times, so I do apologize. But I manifested her, and it didn't even kind of hit me until she was a couple years old, and I went, "I remember now." But I had gotten out of my own way, and I didn't try to control the process at all, and I and lo and behold, here she is. Um, I had forgotten about it, and I had just let life take its course, and there I have her. I think we're gonna go let her outside now so she can have a little bit of quiet time, and I can have the rest of my time with you in peace and quiet. So, maybe. I do apologize. We are a very pet-filled home and, with much love and fur everywhere, so, on occasion, you will hear and see an animal, but it's just part of who we are, and we just love to spread the love to you. And I don't know about you guys, but pets are a great way of helping you. They can help you manifest too. I love just sitting there snuggling with my cat and petting them and just my eyes closed and thinking about what I'm wanting to do in the day and what I'm wanting to accomplish and who I'm wanting to be with and that kind of thing. And I just sit there and I pet them and I stroke them and they help me stay in the moment, in the now, which is key because if you get out of the flow of the now, you can fall down into density easier, more easily. So the um I love my pets for that. They can help really bring you into the now moment, even when you don't want to be in the now moment, like at 3 o'clock in the morning when they want to go outside to go pee. So there you go. Now moment a little too close. Hello, how are you? Uh, all right. Now, what I wanted to do for the last little bit of the show um, was to maybe do a small little bit of meditation or just, yeah, meditation. And with our eyes, a little bit of manifestation work with our eyes closed. I find that is the best way to manifest, the best way to um, stay in the moment, stay in the now. Because when we have our eyes open, as an adult, we're trained to see things literally. We've been told to see a tree as a tree and a bird as a bird. And we've lost that mysticalness as an adult that we used to have as a child. And that's what I mean when I say if you have to keep your eyes open as you manifest, do so with wonder and childlike wonder because it is helps a lot more. Um, with your eyes closed, you can create anything, right? With your eyes closed, there's no limit whatsoever. So that's why I love to do that with my eyes closed in meditation. And to, like I said, key afterwards though, folks, letting it go and being in the flow and taking the actions that are needed, that you feel called to, that you're not just jumping up and creating action for the sake of action, because that's not how it works. You will be inspired to take the actions when you truly manifest with your heart and your soul, you will be inspired to lift yourself up and to move forward and to get moving with that project that you want to manifest. And that's the key, I think, is heart and soul. And maybe that's what we've been missing with our work, in just everyday work too. Now that I'm thinking about it, is we lose the we just see it so literally now. We lose the essence of what we're doing. So for law, let's put it. I used to work in law, so let's use that as an example. I used to work in law, and I would be creating all of these big, huge, heavy legal documents, and I would sometimes be getting pulled down with the weight, and the seriousness of what is going on around me. But then I tried to remember the client and helping them and what they're moving through. And it helps to keep me a little more leveled and a little more balanced and in flow rather than getting pulled down into the drama and the seriousness of the task that I have to do, the action that I have to take. And so I would recommend, if you're out in your workplace, try and do something like that. Try and see things from alternate perspectives. See things like the divine masters say, the highest, see the highest in everyone, and that will truly, truly help keep you balanced and centered as well, um, with your eyes open. So, but for now, we're going to close them, and we're going to take 3 deep Ave Sa breaths, and then we're going to begin the manifestation, and the meditation of manifestation. That's what I meant to say. And when I'm done, I'm just going to say, I am complete and namaste. I love you all. Have a beautiful, beautiful Thursday and a lovely weekend ahead. For those of you who are in Canada, Remembrance Day is also tomorrow. So let's our veterans and people who have passed away will be remembered tomorrow at 11 o'clock in Canada. So I just wanted to bring attention to that as well. So let's put our hands to our hearts. 3 deep Ave Sa breaths. Sa. 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 Just sitting where you are comfortable now, or lying, wherever you are. Just feel the seat beneath you. Feel the ground under your feet, your hands to your heart. The air moving out, in and out of your lungs. Feel the coolness on your skin all around you. Are there any noises around you that are drawing your attention? Try to fade those into the background. Before you, in the darkness, you begin to see a light, a bright light of golden, shimmering light with a core of purple essence. And this light is beginning to draw closer and closer to you. And as it does, you're filled with warmth, joy, peace, love. You are supported, and you know this flame is here for you. It stands before you and grows larger till it is big enough to envelop you with its warmth, with its beauty, with its joy, and with its energy of manifestation. Envelop the violet, envelop the gold, bring it into your heart, draw it in with your breath. Feel it filling you up, this violet golden light, just shimmering through every cell of your body. Your eyes are filled with golden sparkles and violet haze, but it is beginning to clear now. Your vision, it is beginning to help you see. The light is beginning to open you up to the manifestations of that which you wish to create in your life in this moment now. What is it? What is it showing to you? Do you have a manifestation in your heart already that you wish to add to, that you wish to help bring this co-creative energy into that manifestation, to help it along, to help you with your own inspired action? If you have that manifestation there, bring it forward in your mind now. Bring those manifestations, those sights, the end process of what you want to accomplish, who you want to be, the services that you want to give to others. Bring those into your mind's eye, into your heart, and into your soul now. Bring that vision into the pores of your body with the violet haze and the bright sparkles of golden light. Bring it into your body, into who you are at the core. I am here. I am ready. I am open. Guide me. See you creating. See you at the final end of the project. Seeing the joy that it brings to you, seeing the joy that it brings to others, seeing the peace and the love that it helps to spread. See the peace and the love you help to spread with staying in your highest. You are amazing. You have that manifestation ability, that vision that you have in front of you here and now. Solidify that with your love. Pour your love into it. Send the joy into it. Call beings of light and love around you, your guides, those who are helping you on your path. Ask them for assistance in bringing this manifestation to completion, to fruition. And then see yourself in your mind's eye, coming away from the manifestation, living your life, going with the flow, take inspired actions that you need, staying in the service to others, staying in the social medias and the movies and the things that bring you joy, the books that bring you joy, the poetry, the music. Stay in those things. Embrace those things. See you embracing them now as you move towards your manifestation. Feel the help. Know that it's there, because it is. Understand that you are the creation. You are the manifestation incarnate. You are the action. You are the whole ball of wax, baby. And you have got this. Smile at the wonder of your creation. Know that it's there. Give it a little Cheshire cat grin, a wink, a nod, a thank you, and that you'll be seeing it soon. So, love yourself. Be with yourself. Feel yourself coming back. The violet haze is moving away, the golden light, but it is still there. You can feel it. You may not be able to see it, but you can feel the energy all around you as you come back into the moment, back into the seat that you're sitting in, the ground that you're standing on, the air that is flowing all around you, and a deep Ave Sa breath. Sa. Sa. And I am complete. Namaste. I love you all. Until next week.